Where I get my comps is very simple like this. This is free, so it's called PropWire. So we will use this one. Okay. So here you'll pull thing. This is just an address. So on PropWire, you just punch in the address. It'll actually show you guys the mortgage of what's left. When you log in, just create an account. It's free. It'll actually show you the mortgage balance and the actual interest rate and who the lender's with and everything. It's actually very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And then here it has a tab for the comps. It shows you that they have a remaining balance of 58,000 on the mortgage. This is their mortgage payment. Okay. And this is their rate. And then it shows you the lender, who it's with, the recording date. So now we're going to go to comps. So when you're doing comps, I would do nothing more than half a mile away, because the better comps you give to your buyer, the stronger your deal is going to be and more and just more firm. Yeah, you really want to make your comps very, very, very strong. Like your buyer will appreciate that so much that you will become to a point that when you start sending them deals, they won't even underwrite them anymore. So half a mile, we're going to say 6 months or less. So now it's showing you all the sold properties under 6 months and half a mile away. These are good comps to use. Now we're going to scroll down. Your property that you're in searching is going to be highlighted in green. What you want to do is, as you're scrolling down, you're staying within your numbers. So is this a comp? No. Why? Because look at the square footage is far off, right? So you're going to scroll down. Is this a comp? Could be because it's only about 200 square feet off. Lot is good, but this is the problem, the year. So is that a comp? No, it's not. But people will. Some wholesalers, they don't care. They don't look at this. But I'm just telling you, as a buyer, this is not a comp, because the properties that they built back in 1979 compared to this, they're not the same builder. They're built different, right? So that is not a comp. This is a very good number, right? Not a comp. Cancels out. Cancels out. So now we have another one here. We're 100 square feet off. That's okay. This is an issue, right? But now we're looking, this is somewhat okay. So we're going to not use that one. We're going to keep going. But if we have to, we'll come back. At least we have one. Same thing. Lot size is a little bit bigger. So now we're seeing that all the ones that are around the same year, they're having bigger lot sizes than ours, right? We'll just use this one though. Okay. So we'll just click one. All right, look, you can already see at the bottom, see how it says comp based value. So we're already starting to get an average. Okay, so right now, this is what the property's worth as a comp. We'll keep going. I will always recommend you guys nothing less than 3. Nothing less than 3. If you can get more than 3, it's always better, but nothing less than 3, as long as you're staying within the 6 months and half a mile. Okay, so now I'm just going to zoom through this really quick, just because,
Square footage has to maintain within
maintain
200.
Yes. So 10% rule is what I would say. This is another good comp. Okay. This one's very good. It's literally just 1 year older, but everything else is pretty close. This one is a little too small, too small, too small. This one is way too small. That one's no good. This one. All right. Well, this one's okay because it's actually smaller. Okay. So see how that just increased it, because this one's a smaller square footage. So it'll just add it based on the average price per square foot. And then we'll just get one more. We'll take this one here. Okay, so we're done. Okay, so there we go. So this is our comp, guys. This is how I just pulled my numbers, and this is how I got to verify this is my comp. Okay, so 235.
The ARV.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go back over here. So this is the property that we were looking at. So it was 165. So now we're going to go back here, and I'm going to just explain to you one thing. This price here is based on what? These comps here. Are these comps renovated? I'm already going to tell you because I already did my research. They're not. They're very outdated. So these are market value comps. So as is value. So what does that tell me is that if I'm buying a property at 165, okay, at a property that is 235 market value, this, if I were to put the property on MLS to list, traditionally this is what they would list it for. But we're getting it at 165.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because of experience and what I know, what's going to add value is the renovations, the finish, the type of work you're going to do in the property. So I know I can add more to that. So ideally, what I would do, I would now look at properties. So we would go to comps in the area that are renovated, and then we would compare those prices. So those prices, because I already did this. This is what my ARV is, 275. Okay, and this is what we're offering at a market value of a property that was at 235. Prop wire, it's free, it's open to the public. You can actually pay for a upgrade, and there's just other, I guess, AI bots in there that can help you out. But this is honestly the best place to start with, especially if you're new.